Let's talk about one of the biggest frustrations in any workplace, right? The slow, sometimes painful process of making a decision as a group. In this explainer, we're going to dive into what we're calling synchronized synergy, basically a way to make team decisions that are not just faster, but actually better. So, I want you to think back to your last big team meeting. Seriously. Did you walk out of there feeling like you'd made real progress? Or were you just stuck in that same old loop of endless discussion? It's a feeling we all know too well. You've got a problem to solve, but getting everyone on the same page feels like it's dragging everything to a halt. And this leads to a myth that, let's be honest, a lot of us have just accepted as fact. We believe that slow, tedious group decisions are just the price we have to pay to get a good result. We trade speed for quality. But what if that's a false choice? What if we don't have to pick one over the other? Now, here's the core idea that kind of flips everything on its head. Team decision-making doesn't have to be slow. In fact, the source material we're looking at argues that when you do it right, it actually leads to solutions that are way more creative and thorough than anything one person could dream up on their own. So how do we get there? How do we unlock this amazing combo of speed and quality? Well, the good news is it's not some kind of dark magic. It really just comes down to a few very specific strategies. Today, we're going to break down 3 really powerful techniques that can completely transform how your team makes decisions. All right, let's jump into our first technique. This one is all about using the full brain power of your team all at once. I love this name for it, parallel power. The idea here is actually beautiful in its simplicity. Instead of having your whole team staring at the exact same piece of the puzzle, you assign different parts of the problem to different people, and they all get to work on it at the same time. Think about a pit crew in a car race. Everyone has a very specific job, and they do it all at once to get that car back on the track in just a few seconds. It's the same principle. And the process is super straightforward. First, you just break the big problem down into smaller, logical chunks. Then you assign one of those chunks to each person, or maybe a small group, and you just let them go. This simple act of parallel processing immediately multiplies your team's output. It's that easy.
Okay, let's move on to our second technique, which builds on this momentum. We've all been in a brainstorming meeting, right? Well, this is a much quieter and honestly a much more powerful alternative. It's called brainwriting.
Just picture that classic brainstorming meeting for a second. You know the one, where the loudest person in the room, or maybe the most senior person, ends up dominating the entire conversation. Well, brainwriting is a total game changer because it completely sidesteps problems like groupthink. By taking away that public performance aspect, it lowers the social anxiety, and it lets truly diverse, creative ideas come to the surface from everyone, not just the extroverts. And the process itself is what makes it work so well. First, everyone gets some quiet time to think and write down their ideas privately. No interruptions, no judgment. Then, all those ideas are shared with the group, but anonymously. This simple 2-step system makes sure that ideas are judged on their own merit, not on who came up with them. And that brings us to our third and final technique. This one is absolutely essential when you're dealing with a really complex problem that has a ton of moving parts. It's time to stop talking in circles and instead visualize it. You know how hard it is to wrap your head around a complex decision when all the different pieces are just floating around in your brain or they're buried in some massive email thread? The goal here is to take that tangled mess of information and turn it into a clear, shared picture that everyone can actually see and interact with together. This is where your visual toolkit comes into play. Using really simple tools like mind maps or flowcharts helps your team literally connect the dots. You start seeing relationships and dependencies and potential solutions that you would almost always miss in a normal conversation. You're basically turning abstract thoughts into a concrete map that you can all follow. Okay, so let's pull all this together now. These 3 techniques, parallel power, brainwriting, and visualization, they're not just a few random tips. They're the building blocks for a brand new decision-making playbook for you and your team. So let's just recap these 3 keys one last time, because this was your new framework. First, work in parallel to multiply your team's effort. Second, adopt brainwriting to get more and better ideas from everyone. And third, get visual to bring clarity to those really complicated problems. And that, of course, brings us to the final and really the most important question. It's one thing to hear about these strategies, right? But putting them into practice is where the real change actually happens. So take a look at these 3. Think about your team. Which one of these could you bring to your very next meeting? Which technique will your team try first?